Darvish.
And boy, Don, does he look very good. And last year, 8-11 with a 4. And I would be worried about it, but Austin Nola.
Swing to the first pitch on the backhand to Kim, and his throw in plenty of time for out number 1. Miles, extremely important in Chicago, so much so that they come over together in a trade to the Padres.
Here's Bob Melvin, a former catcher, knows it's important for these guys to work together.
You're in a shift, and perfectly is Cronenworth. The throw a little bit off the mark, but Hosmer is the DH for today's game.
Don, when we watch this guy, he wakes up and hits a line drive the field.
Now for a guy like him, 3,100 is what you're looking for every year, and that's what he got last year. This thing I took from Darvish's first outing was how healthy he looked. Something we did not see a lot of last year, especially
the bite on that slider.
Almost went around on a pitch that was not even close. They wanted to check, didn't go. Different looking team this year from last year. Fly ball, center field. Grisham headed over to right center, and he makes the catch. So 1, 2, 3 first.
And some guys and making some adjustments, but also through the minor leagues as well. And the entire organization now is doing different exercises to try to help. Signs out of you, Darvish, so far today.
Really have been. In the first outing we saw, everything went really well. Looked like the first half for you, Darvish.
The Cleveland Guardians, he spent so much time over there in that organization, so it's an interesting day for him mentally.
But him over, AJ Preller asked him right away, what's the deal? How come there's so much successful pitching over there? And he said, well, 2 reasons. First of all, success breeds success. His way to spend time with those kids as well, to make sure that they know that they're appreciated, they're on track, and it's making a difference throughout the organization.
I'll drop in for a base hit for you.
Mark, doesn't it make a difference, though, when you have a new coach and he's already been vetted by some of your teammates that he's helped?
Yeah, definitely. Someone comes over that has been so successful for so many different individuals.
Now Hedges has been in Cleveland. 2-1 pitch will miss away for Darvish. And it is.
Why wouldn't he?
No, of course. Strike call, full count.
Oh, perfect pitch.
Gabriel Arias, who we're seeing today, starting at shortstop. Runner goes, and it's fouled back.
Tell you what, Don, you mentioned.
Payoff pitch again. Runner goes again. A swing and a miss for Hedges. Throw to second base is a good one, and he's out. Austin Nola comes up fire. Point with the Baltimore Orioles, but you are now the quality control coach. And I got to ask, what is that?
That's about all I got.
So we don't want to put the blame game on you, though, Ryan.
No, well, yeah, it is what it is. Quality control coach.
Well, let's put it this way, too.
Out of here, and you're here for 9 innings in spring, and then, you know, it's a lot more before the game and after the game, but obviously during the game, not nearly as much.
Nice play there by Darvish. Stayed with it, flips back.
Connection with these players, which I think is really interesting. I looked at you the other day warming up and throwing the ball out in left field. I'm like,
that's unique in playing with them and then coaching with them. And, you know, there are some things that are different, but, you know, a lot of the time in reality, it's just communicating.
What are your impressions of the new manager, Bob Melvin, so far?
You know, I think he's been as advertised. You know, I think
communication. What do I have and what am I managing here? How are those communications gone?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's asked a ton of questions. And I think, you know,
much shorter this year's spring training is.
Yeah, and I think honestly too, like you know, I think the communicating part in the off season with the formulate his own opinion.
There's an 0-1 pitch to Arias, and that one gets a piece of Nola.
For a reason, he is very talented. His dad is a longtime coach in college, so that is really the response to baseball. And I say this in a different sense. There's a lot that you can talk about. There's analytics. There's blending new school
training. 1-2 from Darvish. And it's on the ground to first base. Hosmer will flip to Darvish for the out. That'll end the inning. We're 2.5 deep.
He's calling this right now, but he must have a reason for it, and that's when you really take it to the next level, because then afterwards you can start talking and say, hey, why'd go? Because I saw this in his get-go.
How daunting a task is it for him to take over, really, for what Victor Caratini has done for quite some time?
I don't know if it's going to be more daunting. It came over a couple of years ago. Immediately guys were trusting the fingers that he was putting down.
Scan, I love I love when you see a game that they are lockstep, hand in hand, and the pitcher-catcher relationship is so important as we take.
Going wrong on the days that don't go well, and that's equally as important, because sometimes a catcher's going to have a different perspective. Was it the quality of the pitch? Was it the selection of the pitches? Was it not paying attention to what the hitters were telling you? Because oftentimes that's a great perspective that you can bring to a pitcher's attention.
A fly ball struck well to deep left center field, and that ball is back, and that ball is gone. Onto the berm in left center field.
Get ahead in the count.
You didn't bat flip much in spring training? No. Fly down to center in the first inning. The DH today. A wild swing and a miss. 1-1.
Hugh Darvish.
There's baffled again, and it's 1-2. Nola jumping out there aggressive. With the Dodgers and the Braves had larger average attendance numbers. This is popped up, and back goes Cronenworth to battle the sun and make the at the moment, but that'll change.
The Cactus League.
That's a huge thing.
It is.
As far as the difference between the Cats, it's a lot of travel.
Yeah, being a bench player, going on the road, 2.5 hours on the bus.
Well, that's the thing. You know, I don't know, take like BP and work out at the park. I mean, they do have a full day, but it's just not on the bus or wherever. Oh,
man.
Ground ball softly hit towards first.
Tough play.
Hosmer will tag the bag just in time. Nice play by Eric Hosmer.